Turning 70 is a milestone, not a finish line. But what most people don't realize is that the habits you form after 70 can either add years to your life or quietly take them away. It's not about dramatic health events or big risky decisions. It's about small daily mistakes, subtle patterns that don't raise alarm bells but slowly chip away at your strength, clarity, and independence. If you're not paying attention, they catch up fast. And by the time you notice, you've already lost mobility, cognitive sharpness, or the ability to bounce back. That's why this video matters. We're breaking down 5 common mistakes that are shortening lives after 70 and what you can do instead to live longer and better. These aren't scare tactics. This is research-based, experience-backed, and meant to give you the upper hand. If you care about staying independent, feeling energized, and avoiding decline, then stay with me until the end. You might be making one of these mistakes right now without even realizing it. Let's start with the first mistake: skipping strength training. This is by far one of the most dangerous and one of the most misunderstood. Most people over 70 assume that walking, stretching, or doing chores is enough. It's not. It might help with basic mobility, but it's not enough to prevent muscle loss. Sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle, accelerates after 70. And if you're not actively working to build or maintain muscle, you're losing it every single week. And when you lose muscle, you lose more than strength. You lose balance, stability, bone protection, blood sugar control, and most importantly, your independence. One fall, one fracture can turn your life upside down. And it's not just about avoiding injuries. Muscle is your engine. It supports your metabolism, immune function, and even brain health. Let's look at real-life examples. Mary is 75. She walks every morning, eats pretty well, and considers herself healthy. But she avoids resistance training because she's afraid of hurting herself. Over the past year, she's noticed she gets tired faster. She has to use her arms to get up from the couch. And recently, she avoided a trip because she didn't want to carry her own luggage. She didn't notice she was declining until life reminded her. Now meet George, same age. He started doing bodyweight squats and light resistance bands 3 times a week. At first it was tough, but within weeks he noticed better energy, stronger legs, and more confidence walking stairs. Months later, he was doing short hikes with his grandchildren. The difference? George challenged his muscles. Mary didn't. The takeaway is simple. You don't need to go to a gym. You don't need heavy weights. Start with resistance bands, chair exercises, modified push-ups. Even standing from a chair without using your hands is strength work. You just need to do it regularly, at least 2 to 3 times a week. Your future self will thank you, because the strongest predictor of staying independent past 70 isn't luck, it's strength. Mistake number 2, ignoring hydration. Sounds harmless, right? But this one is deadly in disguise. After 70, your body's thirst signals weaken. That means you can be dehydrated without even feeling thirsty. And when you're consistently low on fluids, your body starts breaking down. Your joints stiffen, your blood pressure drops, your heart has to work harder, and your brain, it slows down. Memory, focus, reaction time, all take a hit. Many older adults chalk it up to aging, but often it's chronic low-level dehydration. Especially if you drink a lot of coffee, take medications that act as diuretics, or avoid water to reduce bathroom trips. Take Roberta. She's 78, mentally sharp her whole life. Then she started feeling groggy, losing focus, getting dizzy. Her family worried it was dementia, but it wasn't. It was dehydration. Once she began drinking a glass of water every 2 hours during the day, everything changed. Her clarity returned, her mood improved, her digestion normalized. Water did what supplements couldn't. So what should you do? Start your day with a full glass of water. Keep a bottle visible. Sip throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Thirst is too late. If nighttime bathroom trips are a concern, taper your intake in the evening. But don't skip hydration to avoid inconvenience. The cost is too high. Every cell in your body runs on water. Without it, you're aging faster than you realize. Let's keep moving. Mistake number 3, skipping regular medical checkups. This one is huge, and it's one of the easiest to justify. You feel fine, You're not in pain, so you assume all is well. But here's the problem. Most of the serious health issues that affect people after 70 don't come with pain. High blood pressure? Silent. Type 2 diabetes? You might not notice for years. Chronic kidney disease? No early symptoms. Even cognitive decline often starts quietly. You don't feel the plaque building up in your arteries. You don't feel your bones thinning, but those changes are happening, and by the time you feel them, you're behind. Imagine two people, Alex and Daniel, both 76. Alex hasn't seen a doctor in years. He figures no news is good news. But when he finally gets blood work done, he finds out his kidneys are in decline. The damage can't be reversed. Daniel, on the other hand, gets checkups twice a year. His doctor caught pre-diabetes early and helped him make changes. His glucose stabilized, and he avoided full-blown diabetes. The difference? One was reactive, the other was proactive. Regular checkups aren't about being paranoid. They're about being prepared. It's not just about adding years to your life. It's about adding quality to those years. A basic panel once a year, blood pressure monitoring, cognitive screening, bone density, all simple, all potentially life-saving. You wouldn't drive a car for 30 years without maintenance. Why treat your body that way? Before we move on, if you're still watching and finding value, take a second to comment the word alert below. That tells me you're still here, still locked in, still investing in your future. Now let's go deeper. Mistake 4, social isolation. This one is silent, and it kills slowly. After 70, your world tends to shrink. Kids move out, friends pass away. You go out less, you talk less, and before you know it, you're spending most of your time alone. But the human brain is wired for connection. Without it, things start falling apart. Memory declines faster, mood suffers. You become more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, and even cognitive decline. In fact, chronic loneliness increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. Loneliness isn't just a feeling, it's a biological threat. Studies show that isolated seniors have immune systems that don't work as well. Higher inflammation, higher cortisol, lower resilience. You might not feel it immediately, but inside it's costing you. And the longer you go without connection, the harder it is to bounce back. Take Clara. She's 81, widowed. She slowly stopped attending her bridge group, then church, then even phone calls. Her doctor noticed her health declining, not physically at first, but mentally. She was withdrawing, forgetting small things. Her daughter encouraged her to rejoin her old social circle. Wasn't easy. But after a few visits, she started laughing again. Her energy came back. Her appetite improved. She wasn't cured, but she was living again. You don't need a dozen friends. Even one or two meaningful connections make a difference. Weekly calls, group classes, shared hobbies, volunteering. If you feel yourself pulling away from people, stop. Reverse it. Not just for your heart, but for your brain, your spirit, and your lifespan. Let's continue with mistake number 5. Neglecting sleep quality. Most people after 70 accept poor sleep as normal. You wake up too early, you struggle to fall asleep, you wake up often during the night, and then nap during the day to make up for it. It feels like a part of aging. But that's not true. Poor sleep is not a natural part of getting older. It's a signal that something needs attention. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, when your brain flushes toxins, your immune system strengthens, your heart rate lowers, and your body resets. Without deep sleep, you're not healing. You're just surviving. Studies show that people over 70 who consistently get less than 6 hours of quality sleep have higher rates of memory loss, depression, cardiovascular disease, and even early mortality. And yet, so many seniors downplay it. They take poor sleep as a given and try to push through with more coffee or daytime rest, but that only makes things worse. Let's talk about real causes. Sometimes it's caffeine too late in the day. Sometimes it's screen time before bed. Yes, even that tablet you used to read. The blue light blocks melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. Sometimes it's inconsistent bedtime routines. Other times it's undiagnosed sleep apnea, a condition where you stop breathing during sleep for short periods of time. It's far more common than people think, especially in older adults. And it can lead to extreme fatigue, headaches, high blood pressure, and memory loss. Many people have it and don't even know. They think waking up tired is just aging, but it's not. So what can you do? First, set a consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Even on weekends, keep your room dark, cool, and quiet. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Try light stretching or reading to relax. And if you still wake up tired, talk to your doctor. Ask about a sleep study. You might discover something treatable that changes your life. Because good sleep isn't a luxury, it's a foundation. And without it, everything else falls apart. So stop treating it like a side effect of aging. Start treating it like the non-negotiable it is. Now, we've talked about strength, hydration, medical checkups, social connection, and sleep. But there are 2 bonus mistakes that don't get talked about enough, and they deserve your attention. Mistake number 6, living without purpose. This one isn't in your blood work. It doesn't show up on a scan, but it's just as important. After retirement, after the kids are grown, after routines fade, many people stop having a reason to wake up excited. The days blur together, meals lose flavor, movement feels pointless. Without purpose, the brain slows down. Motivation drops, depression creeps in, and the body follows. It's not about being busy, it's about being meaningful. Let me tell you about Frank. He was a retired electrician. For the first year, retirement felt like freedom. But then, it felt like nothing. He started sleeping more, eating less, avoiding people. His doctor suggested joining a local fix-it club, a group that repaired broken appliances for low-income families. Frank hesitated, but eventually he joined. He brought his old tools. Within weeks, he felt alive again. He was needed, respected, useful. That changed everything. His energy came back. His blood pressure dropped. He even started walking more. All because he had a reason to contribute again. Purpose doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to earn money. It just has to matter to you. Maybe it's teaching. Maybe it's mentoring. Maybe it's painting, volunteering, caring for a pet, writing your story, helping someone. Purpose gives you direction, and direction gives you life. If your days all feel the same and nothing excites you, don't ignore that. That's your soul telling you it needs something more. And giving yourself that something might be the most powerful health decision you make. The last mistake, number 7, is playing it too safe. This one hides in comfort. You avoid new experiences. You stick to routines. You avoid challenge. It feels smart, conservative, protective. But in reality, it's shrinking your world. And when your world shrinks, so does your brain activity, your physical resilience, and your mental sharpness. Learning doesn't stop at 70, or 80, or 90. Your brain still craves novelty. It still wants stimulation. Have you ever noticed how people who stay curious seem younger? That's not an accident. It's because curiosity keeps the brain firing. Trying something new, even something small, forces your mind and body to adapt. And that process is what keeps you sharp. Try learning a new skill, a new game, a language, a musical instrument. Try visiting a new place, even if it's just a nearby park. Try saying yes to something you normally wouldn't. Go to that gathering. Take that walk with someone new. Watch a documentary. Read about something you've never studied. Teach yourself something with your hands. Cook a dish you've never tried. These little things add up. They keep your neurons growing, your perspective expanding, your energy flowing. Comfort is nice, but too much of it becomes a trap. You are not too old to try. You are not too old to learn. And you are definitely not too old to change. In fact, change at this age is the ultimate power move. It says, I'm not done yet, and you're not. So let's recap. Mistake 1, skipping strength training. Your muscles are your independence. Challenge them. Mistake 2, ignoring hydration. Water is your brain's best friend. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Mistake 3, avoiding medical checkups. You can't fix what you don't track. Mistake 4, social isolation. Connection isn't optional, it's survival. Mistake 5, poor sleep. It's not just rest, it's repair. Prioritize it. Bonus 6, living without purpose. You don't retire from meaning, you retire from jobs. Find what moves you. Bonus 7, playing it too safe. Growth is the antidote to decline. Keep learning, keep stretching, keep expanding. Now ask yourself, how many of these apply to you right now? Be honest. Not to judge yourself, but to start changing, because every one of these is within your control. You can start strength training this week. You can fill a water bottle today. You can call your doctor. You can reach out to a friend. You can fix your bedtime routine. You can explore what gives you purpose. You can say yes to something new. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be to take action. If you've made it this far, I want you to comment the word "ready" below. That's your signal, to me, to yourself, to the universe, that you're not just watching, you're doing. You're showing up for your health, for your future, for your life. If you found value here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps us reach more people like you, people who still care, who still want to grow, who aren't done yet. Thank you for being here. Thank you for investing in yourself. And I'll see you in the next video, stronger, sharper, and more alive than ever.